The enemy-held Rigley Air Base is located in close proximity to our front lines, making it the proverbial knife at our throat. A large Erusian bomber contingent was deployed to Rigley. Their intentions are clear. A full-scale strike on our forces at North Point is imminent. Your mission is to catch these bombers on the ground and destroy them. We intend to turn the parking ramp at Rigley into a junkyard.
Hello everyone, it is I, Xanadu790, and welcome back to another episode of Ace Combat Distant Thunder. Okay, so, I would start the mission now, but now that we're on the second mission, we can actually go into a few things. And those things are buying and selling items. So, I'm going to take a look at buying. And we'll go to aircraft first, because we have a new aircraft that's available to us. The F5E. Yeah, I have a lot to say about this plane, and I'll be getting into it right now. So if you remember in the previous episode, I said we were going to come across the worst plane in the game. In my opinion, this is that very plane. I really just don't see the point in the F5E existing. Like, you start off with a fairly decent plane, and then you get given this, which is worse. And just to explain why it is worse, it first off has less missiles by about 4, and it's given up a massive amount of defense for a huge ton of stability. I mean, honestly, what would you rather have? Loads of defense or loads of stability? I personally would rather have defense because I'd rather survive than... to be honest, I don't really know what stability does in this game. I mean, I barely even notice the difference between a high stability plane and a low stability plane, so I really just don't see the point. And not to mention that it's lower in price, so it's cheaper. I mean, why spend this money to buy a worse off plane? I mean, maybe if you want to challenge yourself, I guess this is like hardcore plane, which you can play with if you want to challenge yourself. I mean, my brother did this. He played through the entire game and got an S rank on each mission with this plane. So just to point out, you can complete the game with any plane. It's just, I see this plane really is, its only purpose is like a hard mode for the game. But other than that, I just don't see the point in it and why it's not the starting plane and the F4E is. Anyway, enough of that. So price is cheaper than the F4E. 52,000, 68,000 for the for the third paint job. Yep. We could actually have viewed this from the start of the game, but I didn't want to show it then because I didn't want to clutter the episode with like 2 plane bios, so I decided to do it in this episode. So you can view it from the start, but you couldn't buy it because at that time you didn't have any money, so there we go. Second paint job you obtain through completing the first mission with an A rank plus. Basically what that means is if you complete the mission with an A rank or an S rank, you'll get this skin at the end of the game, so when you complete it. Third paint job you get through shooting down Wang. Now if you don't know who Wang is an ace pilot that can be shot down after game when you start over in New Game Plus. We won't be able to do that for a while, so ignore that for now. I mean, if you're playing this for the second time, then yeah, that's good to point out, and you know, you might as well look for Wang, but other than that, that's pretty useless to us at the moment. So guns, 650, same as the F4E. Missiles are lower, so again, another reason why I just wouldn't buy this plane or use it. Special weapons are a bit of a disappointment as well. You've got the UGBS, which is basically a weaker version of the UGBM. S standing for small, M standing for medium. Rocket launcher, I'm not too sure about it, but I've used it in other games like Ace Combat Infinity, and it's not good. I mean, that's not really a good thing to say because maybe Infinity is completely different to this game, and how this game handles rocket launcher, I don't know, but personally I don't like using rocket launcher, so I don't know, if you like using it, go ahead, by all means, buy this plane if you really want to. I'm not going to stop you, I'm just saying my opinion, and I just wouldn't buy this plane. And it's the reason why I'm not going to buy it. But yes, that's all I really have to say on the F5E, so yeah. So yeah, those are my thoughts on the F5E. We're going to go back and we're going to go into buy and weaponry. This is very interesting because we can actually buy secondary or other weapons for our planes. We already have the UGBM for the F4E, but now that we have some money, we can buy the napalm bomb for it. Now, I'm not going to because I really want to save up money for planes, and I don't tend to buy special weapons very often. Napalm bomb, I don't really use it, so I can't really say much about it, but yeah, I went over it in the previous episode. If you haven't watched that, I suggest you watch that first, so you can get acquainted with the game. Anyway, yeah, I won't be buying anything. Selling, if you buy something and you want to sell it, you can sell aircraft and weaponry. If I wanted to, I think I can sell this. I'm not sure if the game will let me. No, it won't. No, I don't think the game will let me. But we can sell aircraft and planes. So if I were to actually accidentally buy the F5E, I can go into sell and actually sell it for the same price I bought it for. So there's no risk involved. So it's pretty good. Anyway, enough talk. Let's get on with the mission because we really need to get on with it. Let's go. And yeah, of course, I'm going to be using the F4E. You know, for this mission, it is very good because it has bombs, and we're going to be mainly taking out ground-type targets, so this is good.
Miles to Rigley Air Base. Use the power lines to navigate north. The bombers should be clumped together on the ground. Take them all out.
Alright, so, like any mission in Ace Combat 4, you want to take out as many targets as you can. In this mission, take out everything. Everything you can.
Those bandits.
I personally am going to prioritize on the air targets, just in case my friends think it's a good idea to take it out.
Mobius 1 passing over substation.
I am really not used to this plane. The mobility is really iffy. Oh, look at that, an F5E. Lovely. Alright, let's take it out. I didn't really go into that very well. Anyway.
Take off as soon as you enter the runway. Mobius 1, engage.
Yeah, I think they're already shooting at it, which isn't good. Come on, stop moving.
I've got him.
Can I get it? No. Oh, I did! Yes! That was good. Alright, I actually took something out. Alright, stop turning around, please. Okay, good. Take it out. Please hit. Yes, okay, now we can go straight for the base, which has quite a fair amount of ground targets. Right, it's quite a bit away, so let's just get there as fast as we can. We have plenty of time, so there's no need to rush in this mission. We've got 13 minutes to take out this many targets. It's fairly easy. So, but this is, of course, the second mission, so what do you expect? Alright, I don't trust taking it out point blank. Let's get behind it. Oh, it's turning around. I think I can get it. Oh, I missed. Yeah, planes are very annoying in this game. But one thing to keep in mind, you want to make sure that you save up your missiles. You don't want to use them all up. So if you run out, it's very difficult to restock afterwards. Alright, I'm going to take out some ground targets. There's actually planes on here.
Locked on. Fox 2.
That will try and take off. Oh no, that was bad. Something's behind me. Oh, it's on the ground. Okay, that's fairly easy. Take that out. And these targets here, don't bother with using your missiles. They're fairly big targets. You can easily take them out with gun.
AA guns destroyed.
Alright, we'll take this out.
Closing at 6.
Alright, here we go. Shoot that down. Is that one missile? Okay, good. One missile. It's very hard to determine whether you need 1 or 2 missiles for a target. It kind of gets annoying later on, but... Now, when I say take out everything, I meant take out the targets with the most points. I mean, SAMs and AA guns, they don't give you very much, so it's not really something to prioritize in, but if you really want to take out everything, you know, more money, why not?
Target destroyed. Mobius 1. This is Rigley. We've been
A few yellow targets here.
engaging the enemy.
Oh, and if I didn't go over it sooner,
Enemy
if
facility
you look at the map, AA guns, they're grey targets. The colour of the target determines how many points they're worth. So you want to be going for, especially the red coloured ones, they're targets, so they're worth a lot. These bombers are worth 120. And already we've got a B rank, not bad.
Rigley. We've taken serious damage from enemy attacks.
But of course, if we destroy all of the red targets, they'll end the mission. So we want to make sure that we get at least an A rank before we take out the bombers. Should that take us up to A? I don't think it
Enemy
will.
facility destroyed.
Unless the bombers do afterwards. They're the only targets left, so we should get an S after this. Hopefully. I really hope.
Jeez.
Bombs. So yeah, bombs are really good for taking out a large cluster of ground enemies.
Mobius 1
And the
destroyed the
S!
target.
Alright! Our first S rank! Nice!
This is Rigley. Our bombers are decimated. Repeat. All our bombers are destroyed.
Sky Eye, this is Fighter Squadron. Mission complete. We're coming home.
The attack was a success. A significant number of enemy bombers were eliminated, and a full-scale airstrike on North Point was averted.
Alright, so, good start there, and a good finish. Yeah, we got our first S rank. Quite a lot of money there too, so when we do encounter a new plane to buy, we'll be able to buy it quite easily. Yeah, so that mission is fairly easy, so you don't have to worry about it. Ground targets are gonna be your best friend. They are the easiest to take out because they don't move, of course. But yes, let's go on.
One night, a spirited group made their way into the bar, chased out the sullen army grunts, and commandeered the place. Even I knew who they were. The patch on their sleeve was the mark of the proud Air Force. A loud-mouthed, middle-aged man went around, announcing each pilot's results for the day and his running kill record. For those who exceeded 5 kills, a thorough toasting and soaking followed. I believe it was their custom to call a pilot an ace once he shot down 5 planes. After completing the day's review, the same guy, the squadron adjutant, went on to announce, "And now, for our leader's results." Everyone turned around to look at the quiet man who sat alone, strumming a guitar. I found myself drawn to the music from his guitar. Our Yellow 13 bagged 3 more today, bringing his new tally up to 64 kills. With a tentative smile, the man with the guitar turned to me and asked me to accompany him on my harmonica. I brought it up to my lips and I started a new song. I had finally found him. But by some fluke, it was my father's favorite song. The one he used to play at the end of each day.